Welcome back, everyone. As I promised in the intro about how to overcome objections, we said number 2 was I need to talk to my wife, my husband, my significant other, or my son or daughter. We get that a lot in the Medicare business. Hey, I want to tell you, that is the best news you could hear. Because what they're telling you is that they've bought into what you're saying, but they just want someone else to make them think it's a good decision. So don't get discouraged by that. That really is an encouragement because it means your client still wants to talk. So many of our agents will say, well, this is a decision you've got to make today. Stay away from that. That's wrong, especially when you're talking to seniors, because you know what? They need to think about things. They need to process things. So let's talk about how we overcome that. The first thing we're going to do when we're talking to under age 65 and they say, hey, I need to talk to my spouse, you want to stop them right there and say, let me ask you a question. When your car is running low on gas, do you need to call your spouse and ask them to fill up that tank? Because if I did that, my husband would say, what? I don't want to fill that car up again when it's on empty. The reason we bring that up is a tank of gas is really more than any of the products that we bundle sell. Most of the products that we bundle sell are $1 a day, around $30 a month. Well, I filled up my car yesterday, $72. That's a lot of money. So you may say, well, that doesn't work with everybody, Gaylan. It certainly doesn't work with the seniors. They're not driving that much. Oh, you couldn't be more wrong. It keeps them engaged. They will tell you stories about when they ran out of gas and their husband or their wife had to come pick them up. You know, you want your clients to keep talking, but what you're trying to get across to them is that your husband or your significant other, they don't want you to be irresponsible. So when you're adding on a package to your clients, it's just like when they were working. But they get to choose their benefits. So you can literally take that little moment of humor and turn it into all seriousness. You get to pick your package. It's not some HR person in some office that's saying, I think John needs this and Kathy needs that. It's you getting to decide. You're going to work with your client. Your client is going to trust you. And when they say that they need to talk to their son or their daughter, I really respect that. Because when my mom was purchasing things after my dad passed away, she was very vulnerable. And so when a client says that to you, I would say, I totally understand that. You know, I wouldn't want somebody doing that to my grandmother or my grandfather or my mom or dad. And y'all have heard me say this a lot. Sell like you buy. That goes back to the golden rule. You know, treat these people like they're your grandmother, your grandfather, your mom, your dad, and they will love that. And don't forget, during COVID, they weren't really talking to a lot of people. You know, they're still nervous about getting out. So one of the things that you can do when you're visiting with a client on the phone is just stop. And while you're trying to get your presentation together, take a step back and just say, how are you feeling? You know, how are things going for you? I know 2020 was a rough year for everybody, but let's go ahead and try to make the best decisions we can this open enrollment. So next year when we visit, it's going to be me calling you and seeing if you need something else, or if we need to change you, or maybe you have a friend that I can help that's as satisfied, hopefully, as you will be. I have an agent that I've trained forever. Kim, I'm going to call you out. She is an amazing referral getter. And one of the things that she does is she takes a lot of things that I have trained her on, and she has turned this into a way of getting referrals. And she works her current block of business all the time. Remember, there is no better lead than your current book of business. Your current book of business bought from you once, they'll buy from you again. And there's nothing better than calling that client up and saying, hey, I just went through a training and I learned something that would be a perfect addition to your package. And guys, I hope that you will find value out of these segments. Always give us your questions. Always give us your objections. I promise you, there's not one that I haven't heard. But I am ready for you all to stump me. And don't forget, we are loving all the comments out there on Queen of the Bundle. Please keep giving us your feedback. It helps other agents, and there's nothing better, in my opinion, than to share. And we're going to keep doing that with you all, and I hope that you keep doing it with your teams. We are holding team training sessions every day of the week. You're going to see during AEP, we're going to shoot some of these for early morning. We're going to shoot for in the evening so that you can come home. And those that are watching in the evening, you're sitting there thinking, I've written all this MA business and I'm not making any money right now. Well, when you bundle sell all of those products and you put them into effect immediately, you're going to get paid. And don't forget, they're also paying fast start bonuses. So you're making almost double on some of these plans. So I just encourage you to pick it up. You know, you're making tomorrow's income today. You get to decide what you want to make next year. Nobody decides that for you. So again, I really appreciate you tuning in to the Queen of the Bundle series on objections. We're also going to shoot number 3, so be watching for it. And it's going to be the most infamous. I just can't afford it. So we will be back with you very soon. Have a great day. Good luck, good selling, and again, happy open enrollment.